Hey, this is Ross Baden with Role Playing Public Radio. We're playing Blades in the Dark, The Blind Eyes, episode 17. In the last session, the Blind Eyes broke into the Vault of Secrets held by the Hive. I mean, the Hive, that was their Vault of Secrets. And stole the documents that explained where the Soul Engine is. And it is built into a building into the Crow's Nest in I can't remember the name of the district, but it is a district. It's the one where the goat ball tournament was held. And so you know how to activate it. And you just have to the Crow's Nest and Crow's Foot. So you know how to activate it, but it is a hull that will build and transform materials into one another. So that's going to be, if you want to get that, you will. It'll be probably a loud job. But in other news, you realize you don't know exactly what the Leviathan hunters want with the Soul Engine. They believe it is. They've said they want to use the Soul Engine to build a new seal to protect, to keep the Nest of Demons sealed up. But they're working with Inkblood, a demon, and demons are not, altruistic usually. So what are their real motives? Of course, Mousy, agent of Lord Scurlock, has also wants you to deal with Tuhan. And either
that is the guy from the Blades, right? The mercenary outfit.
Mm-hmm. He's from the Silver Nails, and basically, he just wants you to get rid of him or find out what he's doing.
Have we talked to him about that yet?
Well, Mousy's giving you the job.
I mean, do we know he's asking us to do that, or have we negotiated that with him?
No, he there was a scene last game where he told you that he wants you to do that. Like, he wants you to take care of Tuhan one way or the other, because they haven't been able to figure out what Tuhan's plans are. They've been spying on him now, but because Tuhan has nothing to do with the Spirit Wardens or Baccaros, you framed him for that. They haven't been able to figure, find the evidence that doesn't exist. So they're just like, well, fuck it, just get rid of him. We're too close to our plan now. So they want you to get rid of Tuhan, or, ideally find out what his real plans are. But it would be, they couldn't find it, so they don't expect you to. There's yeah. So,
okay.
Yeah, you've done such a good job of framing this dude that they're just sick of him now, and they want you to be rid of him. But, obviously, if you manufacture more evidence and say, oh, Tuhan's going to do this, they would act on that. But it'd have to be really fucking good evidence. Let's see.
Oh, no, Flake has a plan if nobody else does. But he's also been living in sewers for a month. So
yeah,
maybe he shouldn't be the one making plans.
Yeah, anyone who missed the last session,
he has little idea what happened after we dumped off the magic girl from the basement of the prison he burned down.
Yep. Well, Audra's been talking to her. I'm going to be doing some Blue Book stuff with Burke to find out Audra's secrets and stuff like that, and I'll eventually post that. But that's going to be because Burke in real life is a bit preoccupied with stuff right now.
Yeah, lame.
And also, you have another potential job that you could do. Your research into vampire stuff did find out that there is a potent anti-vampire weapon at the College of Immortal Studies. So I can reveal more information that, but you can steal that if you want to go after Lord Scurlock. And you also, yeah. So that's where you all are right now. You probably might want to do the two-hand job to keep Scurlock happy, but I'm not going to make you do anything at this point. It's all up to you. So, and of course you can do other heists just to get more money and stuff like that. So, yeah. So Flake, what have you been doing, since we last talked? What has Flake been up to? Just hiding in the sewers?
Yes, I drop off magic girl at other magic girl's house. I say they take it, the blue coat, they have no place to arrest me anymore, so they killed me, and I have other things to do because I know where that mousy fuck lives, so must survive.
Oh, yeah.
So I crawl in sewer and hide and eat rats like a boy. It was like a camping trip. But he's now good. Now it's good time to reemerge.
So wipe all your stress. Yeah. The eating rats in the sewers is very nostalgic for you. So better, easier time, simpler time.
I'm playing a nuanced character.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
He has layers,
layers upon layers. So the rest of you, yeah, I guess you do have another job, which is to fucking go take care of Mousy, since you know
we could do two jobs at once.
Okay, well, let's see here. Vimes, what about you? What are you thinking? What is Vimes up to right now after your latest job?
Fuck.
Yeah.
Trying to, like, police everybody with the unnamed ancient girl to make sure, like, all right, yeah, don't be nice, but that doesn't mean be cruel. Yeah, so probably trying to thread that needle with Statler and Waldorf.
You kind of have figured out that she is very much definitely in a quiet state of suffering after seeing the state of the world. She is seemingly shocked and horrified and saddened.
Well, that's a reasonable reaction to the state of the world. Both women out of pain.
She is trying to. It constantly looks like she's trying to hold back tears, a lot, or just that kind of that's how things are. When she sees Waldorf eat a bug off that he grabs off the ceiling. And
so you're saying that the game that these ancient people played in was not actually Blades in the Dark. It was Unknown Armies, and she did in fact do this.
Yep, she did in fact do this. And yeah, so she's quietly horrified by a lot of things.
Good, we're fulfilling the contract then. I guess I'm just going to, like, occasionally naively drop, or fake naively drop more reasons for her to be existentially angsty, just to like I'm really trying to find. Look, I'm a former police officer, so I understand how to be cruel, but not too cruel.
Oh yeah.
Because that is occasionally a necessary part of the job.
Yeah, no, you could really drive it in. So, I will also say Salvage is off on a antiquing bender, as the last job was too stressful for him. So that's why he's not available. And Audra is dealing with the prisoner and trying to learn her secrets and figure that shit out. So, but Salty, what have you been up to?
Remind me, it's been a week since we last played, right?
It's been a hot minute. I think it's been.
Yeah. Halloween was off for the thing.
Okay, I'm trying to remember what we did last week.
You guys did a party and then burned it down.
No, the last one. Well, that was to find out where the guild kept the
hive
kept
Burke.
the secret.
Yeah, Burke did that and left you guys.
And then the last session was to actually break in and find and get the information. So they broke into an underground vault, the Vault of Secrets, and stole the documents that explain what the Soul of Engine was and how it worked and where it was. So
I would say Salty's been putting out feelers out in the streets. He's been kind of concerned. Just curious more than anything, because he revealed his actual name at the party. If I remember correctly. And he's concerned, or he's just curious if there's going to be consequences involved with that because of something that happened a long time ago in his past.
Okay. Like, is this something that's been brought up before this long time past, or is this something you want to create now or sort of establish now?
I'm creating and establishing it now.
Okay. This would be a control, gather information for consort, probably.
Wrong one. I gotta go dice rolling.
Yep. Well, I mean, you don't have to, but it's just easier to keep that.
I approve of this plan wholeheartedly. Make the backstory the front story. That's the trick of it.
Yep.
Pro gamer move.
A 4. All right. So partial success. I would say you do get a sense that people are beginning to ask questions or beginning to dig into it. So you would have to take action in order to prevent them from finding out your terrible dark past. Do you want to elaborate on that now, or you just want to wait until later to reveal what that is?
Just planting the seeds right now.
Okay. So yeah, probably if you want to, well, that's the whole thing. If you want to, you got the stuff you wanted out of the hive. So if you want to stay undercover with the hive and, further burrow yourself into the ranks, you can, but you did get what you set out to do from the hive, which is the where the soul engine is. So that's up to you. But if you want to break into high society, polite society, that's something you would have to deal with eventually.
Yay.
Okay.
My perspective, such as it is we should, always kind of prioritize the two paymasters we're already running.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if we wanted to go do Mousie's job and maybe try to make that, a barium meal that might expose Mousie a little bit extra, that could be cool.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you want to deal with the two-hand situation.
Well, I have had the idea. It was sewer idea. It is a sewer idea, so take for a grain of salt. You know how sewer ideas are. It is quiet and dark. You have time to think. So there were these rats I was following there, and there was a jet black one. I called him Diablo, and he was the master rat. But there was a massive flood when we got all that rain, you remember. And so a nest of them flowed into the cistern I was staying in. And this one was El Blanco. He was all white. And they went to war, the rat families, and would consume each other. Yes? All right? But the thing was, El Diablo's family was closer to me. And when I got hungry, I also started eating El Diablo. And so El Blanco, who is not as established, ended up taking El Diablo's family from the other side. Together, we consumed them, but then we reached an accord because I was leaving the sewer. Maybe we'd do this with people, yes?
You want to run that by me one more time? I think I got a little bit lost in the rat metaphor.
So there is Vampire Man, right? Vampire Man is El Diablo, yes?
Okay.
And there are our other caretakers, the El Blanco. They want to save city, the Leviathan hunters, yes?
Yes.
But we, through our genius, have brought in a Flake into the situation. And the Flake is the Silver Sword Gentleman.
Uh-huh.
So what we do is we go Silver Sword Gentleman and we say, I tell you truth. There is horrible vampire man who's hired me to kill you. I do not wish to do this, for I do not like horrible vampire man, and you do not seem fond of ghosts. We don't tell him that we are the reason for this, but we have proof of every other aspect of it, right? He is grateful. We have prepared him for vampire man. We say we must save ourselves after taking great risk to save you, brave warrior. You give me keepsake, prove vampire man, I kill you, right? Then we go, we leave, and he says, yes, I prepare for vampire man, here is my magic sword, or whatever you do. Then I go to where Mousie live, and at this point Flake says the address, because he's tracked it down, and I drive sword through Mousie's heart. Then we tell vampire man that Mousie give us job, but Mousie not careful. The ghost man is coming for vampire man. Vampire man comes, ghost man is ready. There is much fight. Perhaps our employer, El Blanco, see this fight, join in. At the end, though, vampire men go away. There only be employers of Flake and Flake.
Gotcha. Okay. So
reduce playfield. Have less rats.
Yeah. Out of character, you're saying we should roll up a node on the conspiramid.
Yeah, if we use the Silver Centurions, we get them on our side, but we don't tell them that we're the people who put them in this mess. We just warn them about it.
Right.
They gave us some gratitude and cooperate with us for coming out of thin air and saving them. We use that evidence to frame Mousie's murder on them. Then we say, hey, I tried to kill them, but they're in a reactive stance and they're actually coming for you. And you should prepare to fight these guys because Mousie's dead. And we're here warning you. Vampire Man puts off to the side because he's got to go to war now. Meanwhile, Silver Guy see Vampire Guy going to war. That confirms our story. Maybe they fight each other. And maybe we go steal whatever that hive thing is for ourselves.
All right. I like where you're going with it. Yeah.
And
thanks,
we can
thanks
just
for
look
bringing that Caleb energy
like
to the
it's
table.
when Vampire Guy's plan, Leviathan Hunters. Look at this. We did the job our own way. They get drawn into the other war. Yeah, people are going to die, but I doubt it kills the whole city. And,
people were going to die anyway, right?
Exactly. And when this time people die, it's not everybody. And we have some weird fucking ghost machine to play with that's just ours now. And that's going to shift the balance.
I'm not going to lie. I was concerned that Salty was trying to talk about us eating people. for just a cool second there.
Metaphorically eating them, maybe. I don't know what will be called for in plan. I'm just saying I'm ready if it will come to this. But mostly not eating literally. So I slap Salty on the back and give him a thumb up, like, I got you, boss.
Oh, okay.
So, no eating, and then he winks. Yeah. All right. What'd you say, rat plan, or would do something else?
I like it. I like it.
Killing Mousy is enjoyable sounding. I can definitely get behind that.
Yeah.
Right. So I think like all we need is like some tokens of authenticity, right? How do we really convince what's his ass at the Silver Nails that what plot coupon do we need to give him to get his sword?
Well, actually, it's not their sword. The Silver Nails actually do have a ring with fashioned from a silver nail, which protects against possession. That they're so like that's their iconic thing. So if you want to get two, and each one has, and two Hans would obviously be identifiable through Scurlock would be able to identify that as two Hans.
So you're saying we just need a silver nail and to know what ritual they make their ghost mask, nail ring out of.
Well, I mean, he would probably be able to there would be rituals he could do to identify if it's two Hans, if it has a history, like you'd be able to read the object's history.
Right. I'm just saying we faked that bullshit on a higher level before. So.
Yeah.
We can also make our own evidence.
Mm-hmm.
Like we could say, hey, Mousy, we've been working for you for a while since you attacked us with this tentacle thing. We feel like we need some reinvestment in our resources. Can you give us some assets to help us with this and do some surveillance here and show up at this time in case we need backup?
Right.
And then we just say, hey, these are the guys surveilling you. They'll be here at this time.
Mm-hmm.
And then that is our leverage that we give them to prove them that this vampire guy is making moves. Because we made the moves, but now we're just blaming it on the vampire guy.
Yeah, I'm just trying to like coalesce this into something.
Well,
that,
I mean, the overall plan.
So what's the heist here?
Yeah. The overall plan is turning the Silver Nails against Lord Scurlock. And yeah. So which is perfectly achievable.
So part of the plan would be like figuring out the ritual that only they know.
Well, you could all do gather information checks of some kind to figure out what would make the Silver Nails believe you. Like that's what you're really trying to answer. So like,
okay, that's fine.
So yeah, everybody gets. I mean, before we do heist, like I said, you each can do a gather information of some kind. So tell me how what we already established what the question is. So just how are you going to answer it? So I can just start, I guess, with Salty. And how would you answer that question? What would it take to get the Silver Nails to turn against Scurlock?
I have no idea.
Okay. Well, I mean, how would you get, in general, how does Salty gather information?
He goes and talks to people.
Okay.
And sorts with them. But, like, I mean, what leverage do we have that would convince them to do that?
Well, you do know that they are plotting against them. You do have insider information.
That's going to be the heist, is to get that leverage.
We're essentially revealing everything we've done for Scurlock, but just claiming that Scurlock was doing it, and we just learned of this, and oh my god, we thought you should know. Mm-hmm. We're just erasing ourselves from everything Scurlock has actually done. We're just really providing evidence of our own crimes.
Right. The question is, how do you present that in a way that convinces these mercenaries to believe you? So,
right.
Yeah.
And
so if you understand, so you could talk to people they're Savrosi, which are like outland riders. So you could ask people like, what are they like, and that kind of thing.
Or the scavengers, because they run into them out there and stuff like that. Yeah,
they are rivals to the scavengers.
Yeah.
Actually, no. You could ask the scavengers about them. They would know. They're actually not listed as allies or enemies. So,
yeah.
So basically, we need to find out, like, are these guys pragmatic? Do we need to bring them like faked actual evidence? Are they from are they essentially Klingons? Can we essentially just taunt our way
exactly.
in
So
there?
Salty, you could just talk to people about that and get us. You could actually, the Deathland Scavengers about the Sarosi,
right?
Or Vimes or whoever wants to roll first.
I could reach out to them.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead and make a consort.
Oh, is this part of weaving the web?
Is that the thing that gives you bonus to gather information?
Yeah.
Yeah. I did specifically say it was gather information.
5. Okay.
So the partial, this is controlled. So they say, well, the Severosi, they're outsiders and they don't trust anybody from the city. So really, if you want to get them to believe you, you need to get any Severosi and like show them, like, so, take like anytime we tell them about a score, we have to escort one of them to the site to show them that it exists. So it doesn't have to be a member of the, whatever group. Severosi just inherently trust other Severosi. There's a big thing in their culture not to lie to one another. Outsiders are played with different rules, but like, if you can get any Severosi to take your case, that would go a long way. So,
okay.
All right.
So, for example,
you can carry somebody somewhere and make them watch some evidence.
Well, you could also ask them and do like an undercover thing where you go to Mousy, have the Severosi listen in, eavesdrop, and like, so you want us to kill Tuhad with the silver nails? Yes, I want you to kill. Like that would be a way to like. Once the Severosi hears that, he will be able to confirm that to Tuhan, and Tuhan would believe you.
Okay.
So that's one way of doing it. You can do more research to figure out other ways, or you could do research to find a Severosi who would be a good person to take along for this.
Is there any way we can bring one of them in as like one of our crew members?
I have an idea.
Okay.
They've died before, right?
Yes, Severosi have died, yes.
There's got to be some sort of ghost. I'll interrogate that son of a bitch.
We don't have any ghost people on.
Flake's a ghost person.
You can summon
for
ghosts?
punching.
No, I bought Ghost Fighter, and I have one in a tune as of my last session. I think I'm ready to try it.
Okay.
All right, I'm totally ready for you to try it.
So,
not in the house.
Oh, not in the house. We have to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Well, there's
can't do it in our place.
Yeah, there's no Severosi ghosts in your lair. Audra took care. You kind of want your lair to be ghost free as a general principle. So
I gotta start pitching this in Flake's voice if anybody asks me about it.
Okay, to find a Severosi ghost, you can either find a dying Severosi, wait for them to die, and then catch the ghost, or find a rogue Severosi ghost, one that is hidden, has evaded the spirit wardens, is probably in a possessed person.
All right, I'm down with finding a rogue Severosi.
Okay, so you want to find an existing ghost. Now, the whole thing is that ghost is going to be very reluctant to help you, because the Silver Nails are ghost fighting mercenaries. That's their whole shtick. So you're gonna
baby, I can use my skirmish at a 1-to-1 ratio for fighting ghosts.
Okay,
this ghost's gonna be scared of Flake. All right.
Okay, so
I just gotta find him. I'll make this ghost talk.
Okay, so how are you gonna find this ghost?
I don't know. How am I gonna find this ghost? Do I need to roll a tune?
A tune would be a good way of finding a ghost like that.
All right, guys, I'm gonna need some stress for this. Flake wants to bring you into the ritual.
I got you, fam.
Look, Audra, she made sigil things on chimney paws. I am now basically wizard. So I will do this. We will summon dark powers. You okay with this, Mr. Salty? Dark powers?
Like I said, as long as it's not in the lair, we're good to go.
Where we go then? Their lair right here. We standing in it. My dogs are here. I'm sure they will help.
As humorous as I think it would be to have Salvage and Audra come back to a haunted keep, I don't think it's advisable.
Oh.
I mean, it's fine. Like, you definitely can make it.
What time of day is it? I've been in sewers. Oh, okay. No, we go Union Hall. They're not. It's Union Hall empty this time of day. It's a good place.
Sounds good.
Come on, Union Hall. I sing the Union song as we go.
Nice.
Okay. Flake's gonna start his summoning ritual, which is basically just like pro wrestling, moving his arms back and forth, screaming a lot. Anybody want to give me stress?
I already did, yeah.
Okay, I can only get one from that. Can I spend do you spend an additional one to get another die?
No, 2, or a devil's bargain.
I'll take a devil's bargain.
Okay. You will find a ghost that has a Severosi ghost. The ghost will have a grudge against the silver nails in particular, but will be willing to help you. It'd be willing to help you if you roll at least a partial success. But yeah.
Okay. I'll take it.
All right.
All right. That gives me 3 die. Here we go.
So which one of us actually contributed the stress there?
I think it was you, Vimes.
Yeah, I think it's you.
Okay, that works.
Why can't I type into the dice roller?
Do you want me to roll for you?
I think my keyboard came undone.
Here, I'll roll for you. All right, partial. All right. So the attuning, the ghost finding ritual is long and tedious. It's actually a spirit warden, a modified spirit warden ritual, as they have their own ghost hunters, because there is at any given time a number of ghosts that have evaded the spirit warden and are just running around in possessed bodies usually, or just causing mischief. But there is you find a ghostly Severosi boy, and he's, hello. What are you? You were looking for me. Who sent you?
I've sent Sylph. I am great necromancer, though this is first time, and I seek to ask a question about your people.
Well, I'm just a little boy. I wouldn't know anything about that. No. Okay, you're not here. You're not a spirit warden, that's for sure.
No, I am worse than spirit warden, little boy. You will tell me what I want to know, or I will show you real hell in this afterlife.
What do you want to
tell
know?
me, or I will hurt you. There is no morals here. You are already dead. I feel nothing about it, but it's business. So you will tell me what you know, or you will scream.
Oh, okay.
So I'm commanding the ghost.
Yeah. What is your question?
I need to know how convince you people of something. I need to know what you find believable.
If a Severosi swears on their soul, and their mother's soul, it is the blackest of crimes, the greatest of taboos, to lie after swearing on your mother's soul. So
okay, what mother's soul look like?
Your own mother's soul, like that it is an oath. You just swear it, like.
I know, but you are made of ectoplasm, yes?
Yes, but my mother's soul has rejoined the great We believe if
I am asking because I want to know if you want to make profit. If you could maybe look like someone else's mother's soul and maybe talk person at a certain social function.
It doesn't work like that. The
There
mother's
may
soul
be
doesn't
payment in this
appear.
for you.
You just swear it. Like I'm a Severosi. If I swear on my mother's soul that something is true, then it's true.
I know, but if a Severosi were to swear something was true and it was a lie? And what if when that happened, according to some sort of Severosi superstition, mother's ghost showed up and condemned son?
Oh.
Then it would seem that opposite of what Severosi said is true, no?
Yes, that there is a legend about that. That has happened once.
So I'm asking if you are good actor, Ghost. Do you want job or not? I will negotiate.
I'll tell you what. If you give me a woman's corpse that looks like whoever's mother, I could possess the corpse and put a show about it. Do you see that dead cat? Here. The boy spirit flows into the cat, and the dead cat rises up, hisses, and it puts on a very freaky show. And before the boy, there's little blue ether trailing out of the dead cat's mouth. Its rotted eyes, seem to gaze at you with unnatural hatred, before it flops over. Yeah, I could put more of a show into it, but yeah, get a woman's corpse that would look like whoever's mother, and I could do the show.
I do not know that is necessary.
Well, I can't really change my spiritual shape.
Okay, but but what you are saying is that we could have this ceremony, and man could say something he say is true, and dead cat could start dancing, and then everyone would be like, "Well, that's a coincidence and not connected." I do not think this happened. I do not think this happened at all. I think this would be omen no matter what you look like. I can promise you a corpse, and it will be a very scary corpse, maybe not so human, but you could do fantastic dance in it. This is my offer.
Okay.
Fantastic dance and fantastic
Oh, yes,
body.
great necromancer. Yes, I will dance in whatever corpse you provide.
Yes. All right, this is good. We make deal. You're part of gang now. You a blind eye.
Yeah, okay. I do only have one condition for employment.
Yes.
There is a man I'm sworn to get revenge on, the one who, led to my death. And I would very much like to kill him, or for him to be killed by one of you at some point. So would you swear that you would help me in this?
Yes, I kill people.
Okay.
This
Good.
is the thing I do. I am not a good person.
All right.
If you have not noticed this, I'm a bad person.
Yeah, there's just people. They're not good or bad. They're just people. Vaughn.
Very enlightened dead man I've threatened to torture. But you're a blind eye now. You do this with dancing corpse. I kill your man later, and or else you haunt me. And yes, then we go. All right, cool.
Very well. All right.
The deal is struck.
The pact, the accord is signed.
I want to believe that this entire ritual is just Flake talking in tongues to himself while walking around in a circle, while Salty and Vimes just like nervously stare at each other. I'm just like, what?
It's not really so much nervously anymore. I think we're pretty inured to this.
Well, actually, it probably involved wandering through the sewers for a while.
All right, cool.
Well, it did do that, but there was wandering. Instead of staying still, you had to wander around in a sewer to find the ghost. And a dead cat, you did see all of you saw the dead cat flop around. So, yeah. Other than that.
Dead cat in gutter.
Yeah, dude, whatever I'm doing when a dead cat starts dancing around, I am just going to assume is prophetic. It doesn't have to look like anything other than a dead cat dancing around. I'm just going to correlate those two things.
Okay.
I would challenge you not to, sir.
All right. Well, I mean, the more impressive the corpse, the more believable it is.
We're getting the best corpse. All right?
Okay.
We're going to get just the best corpse we can find.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I think we're ready to start the heist. This is obviously going to be deception, social, against a higher.
Wait, did Salty collect information?
Yeah, that was.
Okay.
I didn't.
Vimes did not. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Yeah. Vimes, what do you want to do to gather
I
information?
don't know. The situation on the ground has shifted.
Mm-hmm.
I
You don't
feel
have to
like-
do the Fantastic Corpse plan.
No, it's a wonderful plan. I'm glad to be a part of it.
Mm-hmm. So what? Let's see things you could find out. At this point, yeah, where is a good? What would be a very believable corpse? That could be.
Sure.
Yeah.
That seems like a great thing. I'm going to lie about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just need
Actually,
these
by
bodies.
lying, by sway, actually what it's going to be here is really bad theater. Like what I'm going for is being so over the top of a
Mhm.
character of what I'm going to be that it'll shake off of me because nobody's going to believe I'm actually doing this thing. So I'm literally going to stand on a corner in what amounts to a trench coat saying, "Psst, hey, buddy, where can I find a good corpse?"
All right.
And I get a 6.
Yeah.
That's just the thing that happens every day in Duskfall.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's just like a cottage industry.
Yeah. Very.
Like, I'm
with
going to be
corpses.
the shady dealer from Sesame Street.
Um.
That's the ticket.
A very tall woman in a very long coat and a very tall top hat. Just immediately snaps her head to you as soon as you hear that. Just like, what?
Wait.
And hands you a card. Hello, I am Amelia the Resurrectionist. Corpses procured at a fair price. So what?
Wait.
Well, I know what my
Never mind.
backup
I was
character
gonna
is
go
if
for a
Flake
really
dies.
joke.
Yeah.
Amelia the Resurrection.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What you selling?
What are you buying? Is more the price. There's been a lot of upheaval lately in Duskwall. I mean, I can get you a lot of broken up bodies. The Leviathan Hunters came back from the most recent expedition. They have a bunch of parts, as it were. I mean, if you're into medical anatomy and whatnot, that's
So we're trying to do matrilineal curse, right? That's the flavor of the month.
I mean, yeah, the boy said, the ghost boy said, ideally a woman's corpse that he could, make to look like a
All right.
Severosi mother. So a Severosi
Fuck
woman.
it. I'm gonna perv it up.
Okay.
I need a woman.
Oh, God. I was just going to find like a giant spider or something. Something
Well,
scary.
you know what? Here's where we are. Fuck it, we're doing it live.
Right.
Woman,
I need
yes.
a mother.
A mother.
Oh my God.
You started at this gang down this path.
I was getting like cattle or mutilation or something. I should have been clear.
Yeah, you should have.
No, yeah. When you tell me like we're doing a Severosi mom curse, I'm gonna go get you a fucking mom.
Yay!
Yeah.
We went from cattle mutilation to Oedipus shit.
Yeah,
we did it.
right.
All right.
You could still say pregnant animal, which would also be doubly creepy as
Yeah.
a like curse.
Mhm.
That shit's an omen. Like that'd be real scary. I'm just saying.
Actually, like various mom parts would be even better. Can we get a whole lot of moms? Maybe
Dude,
like
Amelia's having a day with
mom.
it, isn't she? All right.
Mhm. Well,
I feel like Amelia the Resurrectionist is this is probably just a Tuesday for her.
yeah, this is well within her wheelhouse. Like yeah, she is got a lot of hard notches if this was UA. So she says, well, there are of course options depending on your budget. There's some. I mean, what's your timetable like?
Christ.
There is a because of course the spirit wardens take most bodies and cremate them, so there's a bit of subterfuge. There are bodies that we smuggle in, of course. If you want a Severosi or some other Outlander, I can get you a smuggled one. We're getting a shipment in soon. They're escorted, of course, by they're pretty pricey though, because I have to pay mercenaries to protect them. The shipment's coming in.
Perhaps you and me, we can come to some sort of arrangement.
Well, there's a building that got quarantined recently because of the pustules are back. But there's also a noblewoman. Let's see. the Lady Templeton, who of course runs that factory with all the machines that only the orphans can fit in. Anyway, she's gone. I've gotten word that she's gotten a she's almost dead. She's been taking too much blinding powder, among other things. She's just been really going for it. So, and trance powder, man, she's I have an inside source saying she's about to kick off any day. So, and there's going to be an auction for her remains because there's quite a few people interested in that. So, exquisite quality. I'll deal with the ghost, and pay off the spirit wardens, do a whole swap-a-roo. That's all arranged. So, if you want the high quality, that would be Lady Templeton. But if you want to wait a little bit, I should be getting a shipment of Outlander corpses pretty soon. There should be at least a few women in that. So, and then of course there's the plague bodies, which I haven't. Well, those are special order. If you want one, I'll go in and get them or make arrangements. But I don't keep them in the freezer.
All right. As far as payment, we'll come to an understanding.
So the corpse ones are the plague ones are the cheapest. The Outlander is about medium, and Lady Templeton, that'll be an auction. So
yes. But I was just curious. Of course, coin is coin, but I wondered if we could turn this into more of a I scratch your back, you scratch mine kind of thing.
Oh, sure. If you can, what kind of services do you want to offer?
What are you buying?
Well, I mean, as you know, I smuggle things in.
Yes.
And you seem familiar. Are you with the Blind Eyes?
No, you must. Sorry, I know I didn't say this outright, but I'm out in disguise.
Okay.
Because whenever I go a lion.
Well, well, I mean, it depends on your services, and I'd have to know who you are, because obviously there's a bit of trust in this business. You're not a cop, are you? You have to tell me if you're a cop.
I am most certainly not a cop.
Well, I mean, we would need introductions and things like that, so I could be sure to trust you and assurances. We'd have to meet at somewhere else to discuss terms of but in general, what kind of services do you offer?
The kind where you have something at point A and you need to get it to point B.
Ah, yes.
And they're intervening point C, which typically stands for coppers.
Mm-hmm. Yes, obviously. I have need of those services all the time. So you tell me what kind of body you want, I'll tell you, and I'll give you a job that will be an equal trade.
All right, guys. I mean, what sort of obviously we're outside the starting parameters, but just out of character. How do we want to do this? Fancy or Outlander or pustules?
Okay. Well, I think Flake would be immune to pustules. Because Flake looks like Flake for a reason. I think he had the pustules as a kid.
Yeah.
So I think that could be easy. Because I could make a strong argument that Flake's completely immune to that shit. But I don't know. I really want some pregnant giant wolf spider or something utterly horrific.
Well, you could always do a custom job
into the thing out there.
You could always do a Frankenstein thing and sew a bunch of corpse parts together.
I think the pustules are a good move because it's
Salty. How you doing? What's your feedback? Sorry.
Salty's just in the corner, where the fuck did we go wrong?
Going wrong implies we were ever right.
I don't know what happened. This is not where I saw myself. It's the stage of my life.
Relatable, Salty.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's up to you. How much? I mean, obviously, the more impressive the corpse, the easier the convincing will do. Some random corpse probably isn't going to be it's going to be easy to get, but very. I mean, obviously, you could even cut out Amelia if you just want to go into the plague house yourself. That's easy to find.
Yeah, but it's good to make some new connections. I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That way we can burn through them later, as is our wont.
Mm-hmm.
Let's fucking Goldilocks this thing. Let's get the import corpses.
Okay. They would be Severosi. So yeah. All right. So we don't have to go through the meeting, but you would have to hey, I'm actually with the Blind Eyes. You meet at a public house somewhere. And she says, all right. Well, I'll trade you. I'll get you a Severosi woman's corpse. And in exchange, I want you to, it's actually within the city. It's just, to Whitestone or White Crown. I need you to get this box. It is a box that you immediately realize would fit a human head in. It's a wooden lacquered box, elaborately carved. There is a lock on it. I want you to take it to the, let's see here. Certain estates, and let's see, who's a good person? Pollux's estate. Take it to him. Make sure no one. It has been perfumed, but Pollux needs it needs it soon. And of course, blue coat patrols are pretty heavy there, and they're definitely going to want to look in any sort of box like
What's
this.
in the box?
Yeah. So, and obviously don't look in it yourself.
Obviously.
Yeah. So get that to Pollux. He'll send word as soon as you've gotten it to you, and then I'll have a Severosi woman's body for you. Ghost free, of course. Ghosts are extra, but our ghosts are normally separated from their bodies because those cause complications for our most of our customers.
No, we have our own ghost. We're fine.
I didn't want to know that, but you do you. So your reputation is enough that I can trust you with this. But obviously, if you fail, there would be some repercussions. You would owe me 9 coin, or I'll have to take payment from your hides. If you donate a few members of your gang, we could forget it. But one way or the other. So don't fail.
All right.
Okay. So we'll start the job here, at least with the engagement roll. So I'll just roll 2d6 for this. For crit. All right, it's definitely a controlled roll for the first roll.
Fuck yes.
So basically you've been to you've been to White Crown several times, so there's going to be even if you're in good disguises, they're probably going to, the blue coats, if they see that box, are going to want to look inside. So you're going to have to hide it or get around the checkpoint at the bridge. Of course, you do have a boat, but then once you land on the boat, there are blue coat patrols that are going to be. So basically, you have to avoid blue coat patrols, and it's heavily patrolled. And get to Pollux.
Is this to get to the
box?
Pollux estate?
Yeah.
To get the box there. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So the two obvious approaches is going over the bridge and hiding it in a compartment in a carriage or something like that, or going by your boat and physically sneaking around White Crown. He's not near the docks. He's sort of in the middle of the.
Could someone with a good prowl parkour White Crown? Like scramble over the rooftops, dangle from the gargoyles, that kind of shit.
Yeah, definitely. There would be a couple of places that would be too wide to jump without some sort of a ladder,
burglary gear, or climbing gear.
Yeah, exactly.
I have that.
All right. Yeah, you could definitely do that.
Yeah, so that'll be. Yeah, I guess Flake will just say, "I go bring head to man. You go get body." And then you get with Deathland Scavengers. You find place where we can meet Severosi, and then they introduce us swordmen, because we will need buried corpse to plan the sort of explosion of occult energy to prove our story. So we need to pick the spot. And you guys can do that while I run across rooftops like some sort of man spider.
All right. So you don't have to roll to get to.
Thing, huh?
So you don't have to roll to get to the edge, the shores of White Crown, because you do have that boat, and you had to do a whole thing to get your swan boat. So your first
can't wait for this to be illustrated.
So your first athletics check, I would say, what was it, finesse? Probably finesse to climb to the roof, to get to the roofs. So that'd be your first check, and that'd be controlled. You definitely, and with climbing gear, you would get extra potency on that. So,
okay.
So
how do you push yourself with 2?
2 stress to push yourself, or take a devil's bargain.
All right, and I've got burglary gear. Does that make it controlled or add a die?
It will make it. Well, it'll increase the potency of it, so it won't affect the number of dice you roll. But
well, I roll 4 dice. Sorry,
okay.
I don't know why my keyboard isn't working.
That's weird. Let's see here with a 5. So with your burglary gear, it basically makes that a full success. So
yes.
You get to the swan, you get off the swan boat, you quickly climb up a building, Assassin's Creed style, and you start going across rooftop to rooftop. Now you have a pretty good map of the area, you have a pretty good understanding of it. The key problem is that there's no one path. There's 2 real obstacles to worry about. One is a very large, you have to cross, the most direct path, you'd have to go across a wide street, like way too wide to jump across, or even use a ladder. If you had a crossbow with a line on it, you could probably then shimmy across somehow, but that would obviously be risky because you'd be out in the open. If anybody looked up, they'd see you. Mm-hmm. Or you go back down the street and cross the street, but obviously there's blue coat patrols. The other way is way more secured. Is you have to basically you have to do a sort of spiral around White Crown to come at it from the other side, which is, you can do that, no problem. But the problem is there is a rooftop garden on one building that you have to cross that people are frequently coming and going. All
right, is the street flat, or is it on an incline?
It's flat.
Okay.
This part of it is. I would say it's a pretty long street. So, and you can find a place that is inclined or flat. The most direct thing is flat.
Do horses exist here? Are there carriages and shit?
Yeah, there's carriages.
Okay, I will cross across the street. That'll be my plan.
Okay. So you're gonna climb down, walk across, run across, or go across the street, then climb back up.
Well, I've got a plan. I'm going to wait until there's a carriage near me.
Well, actually, that's another question. Do you want to enter Pollux's estate from the ground floor, or sneak in from the roof?
It's going to depend on when I get there. Flake is not a planner.
Okay.
It's more like the improv. He's like jazz, man.
Yeah, that persona music.
He just feels the notes.
Yeah. It's the people
it's
you
about
don't
the
murder.
You don't pull.
All right. So Flake can easily climb down without having to roll, but there are people on the street, couples. There's a carriage strolling by. What is there's a different there's traffic, blue coats, people, carriages, servants. I mean, by people, there's rich people and servants. So what is Flake looking for in this? A lull, or lots of people, or carriages?
Just a carriage and a lull where he can get to it from the alley.
Okay. After a couple of minutes, a carriage.
But one parked on his side of the street.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a 2-lane street, by the way. So
yeah, I know.
Okay. So there is a carriage coming by. What does Flake do?
Can I fit under it?
Yeah.
So it's parked.
You wait for one to park. It parks at the building, on the right side of the alley, basically.
Yeah, so during a lull near the one by the curb near my alley, I slip under it.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to wreck what do you call it? The thing that hooks it up to the axle. There'll be the bridling for the horse, and then
the hitch.
Yeah, the hitch.
Okay.
I want to fuck with the hitch. Yeah.
Okay. How do you see Flake accomplishing that? Brute force?
Just fucking snapping it in his hands.
That would definitely be wreck.
Like an ape. Okay. That's going to be 3d6.
Okay.
Actually, make it 4d6.
I'll say this is still controlled. You haven't done anything to nobody, and there's
okay.
enough,
3d6 then.
Yeah. It's still controlled. So because you haven't done anything to elevate the risk yet.
Okay.
That's a partial. So he is at an awkward angle, so it's hard to do. So he's bending it, but it's if you're looking to totally destroy it, it's not going to be destroyed. It's going to be damaged. I'm
looking to totally destroy it.
Yeah. Okay, well, because it's controlled, you can try again. This time it's risky. If you fail, if you get a partial or a failure again, then someone.
Okay, I will try again and push myself.
Okay, so that's
46.
46. All right, that is a partial. So I'm going to say you've added a clock of detected. So you're at 2 out of 6, but you do destroy it.
Okay. I'm going to try and spot where the blue coat controls are on the street.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a blade or two.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to get ready to duck underneath this carriage real fast after I just stab one of them into the haunches of the horses.
Wait, you're stabbing the blue coat or the horse?
I'm stabbing the horse.
Okay. All right, you stab the horse. It obviously goes wild and starts running. And did you destroy it enough that it would break free of the carriage? Or
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So a wild horse.
A wild horse dragging its bridling and hitch, just sprinting down a city street.
All right.
I wonder where the cops are going to go.
Yep. It's a great distraction. This would be a controlled prowl check to get across the street.
All right. I am 3d6 prowl.
Mm-hmm.
So
6?
Yes.
Yeah. It goes off like clockwork. And
then I continue being sneaky.
Yep. You don't have to roll. You get to basically you're in front of.
I mean, yeah, we could go back to the guys on corpse duty.
Okay.
Like, we don't have to.
Yeah,
you're focused on Flake. Flake could have a.
Okay. So yeah, Flake's making his way there. Meanwhile, Vimes and Salty, you guys were picking up the corpse. Well, actually, no. We kind of do need to get that. You're almost done with the dropping the box off.
Okay, that's fine. Whatever.
You're in front of Pollux's estate now. Are you gonna knock on the front door and hope the servant is cool, or are you going to sneak in and just try and find a study and put it in?
Is there an open window?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck it. I got climbing gear.
All right.
Let's do it.
Yeah, give me another prowl or finesse. I would allow either one.
3d6 again.
I'd say this is risky though, because you're climbing up the side of a building, but you get a 6.
Yeah. No.
You put it in there.
This dripping wet Hulk man full of flaky skin comes, drops off a box, and then disappears out the window. Yeah.
All right. So Flake succeeds.
That's the blind eye's promise. Yeah. You will have a weird monster man have this suddenly appear in your study.
A moment after you get out of the study, you hear the door open and you say, excellent.
Yeah, he'd appreciate that.
Yeah.
Flake knows what he's doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Vimes and Salty, you're going to pick up the woman's body, it sounds like. So yeah, we cut forward. Word has been sent. So it sounds like the next stop of the plan is burying the body outside the city walls for the meeting site. Or am I stepping forward?
Or whatever they want to do, yeah.
Yeah.
If they're still there. I think I took too long and they got off the mic.
Mike?
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know where Bads is at, though.
I'm right here.
Okay, we're good. Sorry.
No
I
worries.
apologize.
No worries.
It's all good.
It's okay.
No, I'm a scene, man.
Yep.
I'm here to listen to Salty. I love
Oh,
Salty does salty things.
yeah.
Or when Flake
Flake.
does Flake things.
Yeah. So Salty and Vimes, it seems like the plan is to force the meeting at outside the city walls. So you can bury the corpse and have it pop up at an opportune moment.
I love how this whole plan is just a haunted house.
So you could try and meet out in the middle of nowhere, like just in the wastes, or you could meet in the ruin district, which you have visited before. the haunted district that was abandoned years ago. Sorry, I'm just pulling up the map of the. Here it is. The Lost District. Sorry, in particular. So you have to smuggle the body out. you picked it up in the city. I'm not going to have to roleplay that, but you have to smuggle it out. Now you do have the secret routes and stuff like that, but there are still patrols to get by. So you could either try to bribe them to look the other way when you go by, or you could sneak by them, or fight your way through. But how do you get the body outside the city?
Well, while I really want to do just like absurdist lying, say that it can't possibly be a body, that seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, that would definitely be risky to do that from the get-go.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Salty, any thoughts on that?
Not really. This isn't really Salty's line of like wheelhouse.
So you're saying smuggling is not
bodies and ghosts for the purposes of whatever the
I
fuck
seem to remember
Blake's
people at the
idea
beginning of
was.
this campaign saying weird things. That's what you wanted to.
Hey man, focus on the smuggling part. All right, you're just a courier. All right, don't just think of it like weight. Don't think about it. Just
dress it up and say they're passed out.
You know what? I'm gonna let you say. Yeah, there's several Outlander bodies. What I'll let you describe. What is the body you were looking for, or that you choose out of the litter? They're old, younger, weathered, beautiful, horrid looking. Vimes, what are you thinking? You're the one to sort of talk to Amelia first, so I guess you get the pick.
So I'm thinking like especially segmented would be nice.
Okay.
Like I'm assuming that like bodies are such, and if this is something I would know or need to like find out, I guess I'd ask Audra or maybe even the fucking ghost. But like I'm assuming if the body was whole in life, then the ghost can control it as though it were one body.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like it has some sort of ontological inertia in that way.
Yeah. The Ghost Boy can control any body that he possesses, as long as it is.
So I am looking for two things, and I am going for maximum, cognitive dissonance here: maternal aspect and segmentedness.
Segmentedness. Would you care to elaborate that a little more?
To it. The political compass.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Segmentedness.
So what I'm really thinking is like puppets are creepy, and if we learn nothing from being John Malkovich, the least we learned is that marionettes are the creepiest of puppets.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm figuring if we can give the ghost a body that has the aspect of being like a marionette, such that, if the, limbs are segmented from the main portion of the body, then that's extra creepy.
Okay. Yeah.
Are you happy you asked, Ross?
Yeah, no. I just wanted it was for the listeners. Yeah, there's a body. I'll say, her arms were cut off, but have been reattached. Thanks.
We can work with that.
Yeah.
We have a tailor.
Yeah. They normally, again, the Severosi also burned their bodies, but again, this woman was killed in a raid. She was, both her arms were cut off, as she was, ambidextrous. And after they cut off her first arm, she picked up the sword with the other arm, kept fighting, and then got that arm cut off, and then she bled out, apparently. And, they definitely segmented, but you could sew the limbs back on, and the ghost.
No, the point is not to sew them back.
Oh, okay, all right.
Right, like I want to see the limbs controlled separately.
Oh, okay. Oh, so like an Evil Dead kind of thing. All right. The Ghost Boy says that will be much harder to do. So you would definitely, but he'll do his best. You could get another ghost.
Even a good effort there is still going to be creepy AF. So.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, right?
It's kind of funny if it just kind of hops around and all weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
We have at this point painted the Severosi as sort of, matrilineal, slightly honor-bound, superstitious people. So if we crank up the creepy factor...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, let's do this.
All right, so
Salty's ready to go.
Salty and Vimes need to get the body across the wall.
Yeah, fuck it. What is it going to cost to just get him to look the other way? Let's get this.
Well, that depends on what you roll. Go ahead and roll. Make some kind of check.
Okay, then I am going to lie. No, this isn't a body. This is just fuck it. It's Ghost Pete from outside the wall, right?
Yeah. I'll say
it's soup for my family.
I'll say it's 7 minus your highest roll. In terms of coins, if you just want to bribe them. How's that?
All right. Here I am lying. Salty, you want to help me lie to him?
Yep.
Thank you for your help lying. I pay 1 coin.
Yep, you do pay 1 coin. All right. Because you're leaving, because normally they're worried about things coming into the city. They're not nearly as worried about things leaving the city. So
toss a coin to your blue coat.
Yeah, exactly. So the 2 of you make it out to the Lost District and bury the body. The ghost boy will be tagging along and possess the body at a moment's notice. So you can just give him the command whenever. So you have a site set up. So what's the next move?
I guess it's getting a meeting with name starts with T of the Silvernails.
Tuhan, yeah.
Yeah. I just need to remember, he sounds vaguely like a Rammstein song.
So the Silvernails are Ciderosi, or they just trust the Ciderosi?
They are Severosi.
They are Severosi. Okay.
Yeah, they're Outlander mercenaries, horseback, with special lances that can kill ghosts.
So are we all reunited again?
Yeah.
And it feels so good.
Reunited. Should we talk to Mousy first? And
He already
manufacture
did
some
his
evidence
job.
to reveal?
Well, he's already given you the job. He's just waiting for results. I mean, you can update him if you want, but if you
that would be asking for additional surveillance.
Okay.
Oh, the evidence was just going to be that he lied? Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. I thought the evidence was Severosi are matrilineally superstitious. So if we have someone swear and suddenly Ghost Mom pops up, like that was the question I was asking. Do we need like hard evidence or do we need socially compelling evidence? And Ross's answer seemed to be socially compelling evidence.
Yeah, let's just do the socially compelling.
Well, you need a Severosi to make the statement if the other Severosi are going to believe him, and none of you are Severosi. So it sounds like
but I have a fucking disguise kit.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I will warn you that you do know that their impulse is going to be to kill you for doing this horrible thing to your mother's soul. And also to lying to them about this stuff. So that is also that is.
Oh no. This Severosi should have the compelling story.
Okay.
The one who goes against Vimes.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one whose mom should pop up from the ground.
Okay. So you need to manipulate
a scapegoat for this.
Okay, so you need to manipulate one of the other silver nails at the meeting to
taking a stance against, and then his mom pops up out of the ground and has to be put down because she's an abomination. Okay, well, born of his sin.
Just so you know, this is definitely going to put them on. Yeah, this is definitely the point where one of you is going to get murdered for this. So
I don't know.
Attempted murder. Thank you very much.
Well, I
don't know.
Yeah. No, I mean that's fine. Because
that seems way safer than inciting a angry religious mob against Bill.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I'm just saying, and certainly once they murder somebody, they're definitely going to double down on it. They wouldn't want to.
Yeah. You can't go back after that. Once you do a witch hunt, they got to believe you.
Fallacy, baby.
Yeah, and we will give them that vampire war that we told them that was coming.
Okay. So, the real question is, how do you get Tuhan to the meeting site? What do you because you're outsiders, he's going to be very distrustful for you. So you could just tell.
Are there different tribes of Severosi?
There are different families. Yeah.
So, like, you could have a stranger come from another tribe
Yeah.
that could not be easily verified.
Sure. Yeah, that would be based on Vimes's sway check, essentially, as how convincing he is, or command.
Excellent.
So
it's
how
gonna be
about
fucking
this?
sad.
You go in, right?
Yep.
You swear on your mother that these people need help out in the desert because they need to tell us something that's coming towards the Silver Nails, but they can't do it here because there's too many ears, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You take them out to the site. Then Salty takes over lying. Salty says that me and him got hired by Scurlock just now to fuck with them and prepare for war for this vampire guy. And we are allies as the Severosi, and we couldn't do it. And we wanted to tell you to get ready, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I can kind of like.
And then you can say, I swear to God, it's true.
Guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then somebody else could say, no, it's not. And that guy dies.
Okay, so you just the trick is getting one of the Silver Nails, not to Han, to say no to Bill, and then
I've got some angles for that.
Okay,
yeah. So Bill, you should have a rival by the time they get back to our camp.
Yeah,
you should have a guy that already hates you.
So just sort of like to kind of glide through that part. So since we're already saying that Severosi are somewhat factional, I'm going to do, a little bit of due diligence research ahead of time and figure out kind of, this may be something gather information-y there, Ross.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like, I want to figure out of the particulars in the Silver Nails that I'm likely to run into in this camp, is there any family that has only one representative? And if so, what is a quality that I'm essentially going to neg him enough so that the rest would not be insulted, but he would be insulted and mistrustful.
Okay, well, go ahead and make what? How do you see? Are you just asking around for that kind of information?
I mean, yeah,
All right,
know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, consort. Yeah, that's fine. Weaving the web or whatever it's called. Yeah.
Meanwhile, me and Mr. Salty can just hang out on the barren steps outside of Duskwall.
So I guess this is still going to be in town stuff. So does someone want to help me consort? Who wants to party?
No, I don't. Yeah,
Salty.
I do not want to help consort.
Yeah, I can help.
Yeah. All
right, nifty. And I crit. I'm going to piss the royal pants off of somebody.
Actually, there's an easier way. You could,
Fuck Ross, fine.
No, well, Severosi are, especially the mercenary, the warriors, are a contentious lot, and you can essentially find one or two Han's trusted aides and or trusted friends, and sort of basically, in fact, with a critical success, I could say you just went ahead and did this, and basically, bet against him and cheat so that only he knows about it. Basically start a feud with that one guy. We'll say his name is Vedat. So you basically piss him off in a bar so that he doesn't like you, and you choose a family that is not his family, a family, not quite Hatfield and McCoy's, but like I don't trust that family kind of vibe. And so Vedat fucking hates you. I'll let you even describe how you piss him off in the bar. It could have been over a bet, maybe you cheated at arm wrestling, maybe you spiked his, I don't know.
I'm gonna say that, like, for some reason when I think like step tribes like gathered around, I feel like there's probably some sort of dice gambling. They're the sort of people that actually used to use horse knuckle bones.
Sure.
And like they use real dice now, but dice are manipulable. That's a thing that happens. So.
All right, yeah. So with a critical, you beat the pants off of him in gambling.
It's a witch.
Yeah,
a nice witch.
And you really lord it over him, and you really shove it in his face and make his other friends laugh at him. So he's humiliated. But he can't, you beat him fair and square, quote unquote. Of course, with Salty being the ringer, the outsider, ringer to help, basically, cheat. And yeah, so
I hope you wore a comical eye patch, Salty. While you were doing it.
Oh yeah, he's definitely got a like a fake mustache on, like a,
Yep.
Yeah.
Mongo from, or who is the Flash Gordon villain? Like, I picture it like that. Yeah. You have Vidat as your rival, and he will definitely be at the meeting. So what pretext are you luring Tuhan out? The easiest one is to say, hey, we want to hire you for your job and we don't trust anybody. Or no, you already had a pretext. What was it again?
I thought we were just plain dealing. Like, hey, these other guys have made me aware of a potential threat against you, and as a Severosi, looking out for Severosi.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and give me
hear what they have to say. I swear
this,
on my mother. On
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Give me a controlled.
Sway. I have lying.
Yeah, sway. Yeah. Definitely, this is definitely sway. All right.
And there's a 6.
Yep.
Fucking disguise solves everything. Yes.
All right. So the meeting is arranged. And
It's like physical lying.
yeah. So
It's physical lying.
So
I want to put now it just says disguise : physical lying.
So the three of you are there, plus the ghost boy who is in the ground, in the corpse of the Severosi woman with the severed arms, with the arms nearby, and the ghost boy will do the best he can. I mean,
what's he doing?
He's waiting for your signal to pop out.
You missed the meme, Ross.
Oh.
What's he doing? His best.
Oh, he is doing his best. So, Tuhan, who is going to be primarily talking to Tuhan to reveal this? Probably you.
Yeah.
Okay. So Salty, you need to tell Tuhan, that you were hired to kill him, but you can't, I guess.
So Salty, just describe. You said that this is not what you pictured in life. Just describe everything about the blonde eyes, and say it all went wrong when we got hired by this vampire. We're just going to say that happened yesterday and not like a year ago. So just tell the story of what we are. Tell him about our gang, and then at the end, all of its problems are the vampire's fault. And we're good.
Hey, Tuhan.
Hello, I am Tuhan. I am the lead scouts of the Silver Nails, and I have heard that you have very important news for me that could not be told within the walls of the city.
Indeed.
My good friend here, Vidat, has, he is given some misgivings about some of your companions there, but...
That's completely fair. I understand. They are awful.
So tell me, what is this news that you have for me that is so important?
We were recruited by a certain individual who, may or may not be vampiric in nature.
Vampires are creatures of legend.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty legendary. He wants us to kill you. Now, I don't know how we got in this situation. I just wanted to be a normal smuggler, a normal criminal who just broke the law like a normal person. And now we work for someone who's basically got his hand around our neck the entire time.
Who is this individual?
Oh, what's the name of the vampire?
Lord Scurlock.
Lord Scurlock.
I've heard the name, the blackguard. He now I'm picturing Lord Tuhan has a very strong Theseus vibe from.
I'm starting to feel that from you.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yep. And I would love to drive my lance through his wicked heart, but we are not permitted to lay siege to buildings in the city walls. At his wretched manner.
Goddamn activist judges.
Yes, the Spiritborns have many friends within the city, and
there are other ways to wage war.
Yes,
and if war is coming, one must be ready to wage those wars.
Well, you have made a bold claim, but how are we to believe you? You are outsiders mostly, except for your friend over there. But
I will speak up for them.
Yes.
They brought this information first to me and have vouchsafed themselves to me. I have seen them work, and while they are, you know, while like so many of us, they are criminals at heart. Their original purpose is as pure and true as those of us that live on the underside of society can be. So I will swear for them. I will swear for them on the name of my mother.
All right. All right, that's a risky sway check to see how convincing you are. If you would swear just like a true Severosi would, how impassioned.
Yeah, it would have been better than that.
I can give you a devil's bargain.
Yeah, what you got?
Level 1 harm as you rip open your shirt and cut your chest.
Yeah, I'll do that.
They do Predator 1 swears?
They do
Damn.
Predator 1 swears.
God, that must be a terrible culture to be born in. You have to cut your chest so fucking often.
No, you only do it when you're swearing on your mother's soul. That's why it's such a big deal.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? So what I want to do, I want to, Flake, can I milk you for a point here? I want Flake to do the cutting.
Okay. Weird.
Exactly.
He's just kind of like this is he's not comfortable with this.
Salty's just looking at you too, like, what the fuck? What?
Like, it's a very
it's a way of showing trust.
Want to hurt you.
You trust these men so much that you're willing to have them cut you.
I do not trust these men.
Well, the Vimes the Severosi does that's what it's showing.
Oh fuck! All right, I got a partial.
They got a partial.
There's no resistance roll.
No, I'm saying no. It's just, there's no resistance roll. It's just a level.
There's always a resistance.
Oh
roll.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so you can take one stress, or you can take. It's a very superficial cut, apparently. So
no, I'm just that hard.
Okay, yeah, all right, fair. So they aren't 100% on board yet, but it is certainly awed and stunned the group. And Vadat comes forward and says, "This man, I do not believe he is through Severosi." And there's equal swearing. And I challenge you to a duel of honor to prove your worth. I have not heard of your. I've asked many about you after your clear that night in which you gloated over my wretched luck with the dice, and no one can swear to you. No one has heard of you before. You say you come from very far family. That is possible, but it is also possible that you're an imposter.
Will you match my oath?
I will only match your oath after you prove your skill with the blade. You can choose which of the blade contests we shall have, but you must prove your worth as a Severosi before I will make such a swear.
All right.
So with a partial, you need to. I will say there are 3. You don't have to fight. You can do the whole knife fight thing, but it doesn't have to be knife fighting because that is pretty usually fatal.
It could be target throwing.
It could be target throwing, or it could be. You can go. What is a macho thing to do with a knife?
So it is a. You stand by the target. It's like a shooting duel, but it's target throwing.
Okay.
So you stand with your back to the target, you walk out 10 paces, you do a 180 pivot and throw in one motion.
Okay. Yeah. That would certainly do that. So
and I've been sitting on a full playbook XP meter for a while now, and I'm going to cash that in.
Okay.
I'm going to take Rook's Gambit, where I can take 2 stress to roll your best action rating while performing a different action.
Okay. All right.
Lie so hard you become good at knives.
Yup.
Look, the key to becoming good at knives is to just say it and believe it.
Power of positive thinking, man.
Yeah, the power of positive knife thinking.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. This is great. This is the most blind eyes move ever. Proud to be part of this gang.
All right, so with a if you want a devil's bargain, I can give you one.
Yeah, what is it?
Devil's Bargain is going to be a insight resistance check because, oh god, this is fucking stressful.
Yeah, I'm completely on that. There's a reason I'm as fucking hard
Yep.
with this character as it is.
Yep. And then either one of you can assist too, by providing moral support, or being a second, provide the knives. So that either one of you can volunteer a stress to give him an extra die. But go ahead and make your resistance check first, because that's regardless of the dice roll.
Okay. I get a 6.
All right.
Yes.
Ice water in your veins, man.
That is literally how I've built this character.
All right.
And there's a full success.
All right. Yeah. So you got through that complication. And Vedad is, well, you may be Sephirothi, but you are lying. I swear on my mother, so, and he cuts his chest, that you are working for this girl, like he has hypnotized you.
Oh no, Salty, you have to say the code phrase. He made the oath.
Yeah.
Say the code phrase that we worked out for before this even started.
What?
The code phrase for the ghost.
I forgot. What was the code phrase?
Is that the code phrase?
I just go,
All right. So with that, the ghost boy pops out, and my son, you have destroyed my soul. And the ghost boy starts.
Flake's gonna pretend to be terrified. And oh
Salty
no!
is not pretending to be
The
Flake,
gods have angered. Oh no!
you can make an attune check to juice the results. This is controlled risk, but you can use it to juice the one of the severed arms to flop around.
I got 1d6. Roll it.
All right.
Sure.
Oops, wrong one. I had the wrong thing copied.
Yeah, roll 5d6 for me.
6.
Holy shit! Yes.
All right.
Yes, he is a wizard.
The Sephirothi turn on Vedad and butcher him for his lies. He is obviously the one. He was obviously a secret traitor working with a vampire. That's what that proves. And
We told you so. We told you this was true. We told you.
Well, we had to. Well, it was good that this happened, so we got rid of the traitor in our midst. He would have warned Scurlock that we were onto his plans.
But he will send more. You must prepare for war. The war is already here.
Yes, we will. Good friends. You have risked much. Here, take 6 coins. It is all we have on us right now as payment for this. But if you ever need,
wait, great leader.
Yes.
We need not your coin. We come as friends to the Sephirothi people. We did not do this for money, but for we are allies in humanity. But we could work with you on the inside if you give us something of yours that would make vampire believe we had killed you. We could be your allies in this war.
My friend, let's see, Tuhans is almost to the verge of tears. You would risk this for me? You would face the agents of death and evil for a person you have never met until today. Truly, you are a noble soul.
In the light, we must stand as brothers. Yeah. I'm just going to lead into it.
Yeah.
I will weep and hug him back.
All right.
Until he gives me something I can use to prove I killed him.
He gives you his silver nail, and he cuts his hand on it to put his blood on it. I will go into hiding until we will make preparations to lay siege to his house.
Yes, be ready soon. I will use this, and we will have the snake stick his head out of hole. And you will be ready for him.
Yes.
Yes. You look for the signs. You will see.
All right. So yeah, you have in fact convinced them.
Flake, let's go, walk away, walk back to the swan boat.
All right,
Everyone, hurry up, walk away. Yeah,
you all get back to your lair without incident, as you do have the secret routes and you have nothing smuggled to worry about. So even if the patrols find you, they're just gonna think, you're just in the city. All right, whatever. And you bribed them earlier, so yeah.
All right, can we take a downtime before the next?
Yeah, I'd say this was a whole score, so everyone can do some downtime.
Oh god, yes.
So if you overindulge, let me know. And if you
What do you roll for that? Your lowest with points in it, right?
Yep.
Okay. I can't roll. My keyboard's still.
Oh yeah,
working.
how much are you rolling?
Get under my desk. I'm sorry.
How much are you rolling?
2d6.
2d6. Okay. Damn, 6.
What does that do?
Did you overindulge?
I have 6.
No, then you're fine.
Sweet.
Yep, you're at 0 stress.
Yeah. Take that. That's just fine.
Yep.
Now what should I do?
Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, you can think about your second activity, Vimes, Salty. Have you both rolled for your Vice?
I have.
Okay. Did you overindulge?
I did not.
All right, Salty.
I forget. You roll what now?
I believe it's your lowest of your resistances. Inside.
So yeah, it's those things on the just left of the bar, and it's not the one with 0, but the lowest one with points in it. So if you had one with 3 left of the bar and one with 1 left of the bar, you would roll 1 die.
Okay, 1 second. From resolve.
From resolve, prowess, or insight, whatever is your lowest.
Okay, prowess. So I roll 1d6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and that's how much stress you would clear.
Mm-hmm.
1.
Okay. Well, you can certainly do that as your second downtime activity if you want to relieve more stress.
4. Yes, we're good.
All right. Did that overindulge you?
No.
Okay. All right. So that's it for Salty. Vimes, you know what your second downtime is going to be?
Let's see. We have run ourselves out of long-term projects, haven't we?
Let's see. Let me check.
Mousy.
Audra's handling the Forgotten Prisoner. So yeah, you could build up an asset.
Yeah, or I could just train prowess.
You could train prowess.
That's what I'm doing.
All right.
You know what? I'm gonna cash in. No, I can't do that.
I'm gonna say. Well, you're because of the horse thing, you did get 1 heat from the job, but you did lose it because of your quality. So you're still at heat 2.
That is a reasonable amount of heat.
Yeah, everything else was outside the city, so.
Gosh, just think. In theory, we're smugglers. Most of our jobs should have been outside of the city.
Yeah. Well, you got back to smuggling for a bit, so.
Yay.
Flake, do you know what your second downtime is going to be?
Could I try and acquire an asset?
Yeah, sure. Your tier 2, you roll your tier. So, which
what's
is
our tier now?
2.
2?
Yeah, I think you're almost a 3.
Do I have to describe what it is first?
Let's see here. It'll be a tier 2 asset, whatever it is. But yeah, you can describe what it is.
I want some sort of charm to protect me from that vampire fear power.
Okay.
Some sort of thing I can wear, like not too complex wizard shit, but specifically, I don't want to be nightmarishly afraid when I see vampire guy and have to lie to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair. There is a glass charm that you would wear on your neck, and it'll break when the vampire uses his power and absorb the fear, at least for a while. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a one-time asset. So yeah. That makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Yeah, what do you... So you wanted to go kill Mousy now? Or what was the next step of the plan?
Yeah, don't we kill Mousy and leave?
We kill
and
Mousy.
use
We
the
frame what's his name?
Tuhan.
Tuhan. We tell Scurlock that they're moving because we went to go to Mousy to tell him about the job that we were going out there to kill him, but we saw them moving troops.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go to tell Mousy that, but Mousy's already dead by Tuhan's hand.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, we kill him. We make sure one of Scurlock's guy finds him first, and then we report in and say, "Hey, we found him. They're moving against you. You need to put your plan on hold and go to war because they're getting." And then they'll stick their head out, which is what I said would happen. And then they fight.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go get the other rat.
Yeah.
And while they're all having fun, we go steal us a ghost printing press or whatever the fuck it is.
It's the size of a train engine, and it's basically a ghost powered nanofabricator.
Ghost printing press. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, ghost printing press. That's a good... Seems like a 3-way war dominating a city is a good time to go steal one of those.
Yeah. Wait, who's the third one? Who's the third faction fighting?
The Leviathan Hunters. Scurlock will be weakened.
Okay.
They can make a move, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
They're a tier 5 organization.
Yeah. That is certainly true.
Yeah, it's gonna be a clusterfuck, but some people will survive.
We've gone full Red Harvest here, haven't we?
Yeah.
Like,
hey man, it's better than the whole city dying in a ghost apocalypse.
No,
all right?
no, I'm down with it. Like I legitimately out of character. Like just do Red Harvest as every RPG plot ever, and it would take me forever to get bored.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right. So you know where Mousy is. I forgot where I said he is last time.
You didn't say. You just said I knew. I knew his location.
I'll say
like where he slept, basically.
Yeah, I'll
Flake
say
would like to know your location.
Yeah,
Flake would like to know. Flake would like to just over and over and over again.
I'll say he lives in Coleridge, which is home to machinists, factories, etc. But he has a high-end apartment that is sort of fortified and with guards, but looks like an abandoned factory from the exterior. So it took a while to find, but you did find it. But he definitely has guards, traps. He's a bit paranoid for some weird reason.
It had to be that. He couldn't have just been at a walk-up or something. Okay.
Well, I mean, you know where he lives. You could always catch him when he's coming in or out, because you do know that he will walk out into the streets. So.
No, it's scarier if he dies in bed. Make it
I will say, because of your research, you do know of an approach into it, a weakness in it. I'll let you can choose it, or I can make it up if you can't think of one. So yeah, he lives like a crime boss. So he's got yeah. It could be.
Can I make up some horrible Dickensian job just to suit my purposes?
Sure.
Okay. I know what the weakness is now, considering where he's living. Yeah, it'll be some horrible Dickensian orphan thing. I can brief people in character.
Okay,
yeah, I got it.
All right, all right. You can explain or whatever.
Okay, so here is plan. Mousy live in Coleridge. Yes, you with me, Salty?
I'm here.
We're just murdering man this week. Is good. This one's easy.
Just a simple kill. No animated corpse parts with chest cutting and whatever.
I'm not ruled it out, but not in plan this week. Just kill, be done. All right? And then you live vampire. You go live vampire. And then we finish.
We kill Mousy. We have to worry about his ghost, though, don't we?
Oh, I think Scurlock. Well, that's true. Oh, I kill his ghost, too. Yeah, I can do this now.
Okay.
I am wizard. You saw this.
No, yeah, you've got the power.
Yes. So, we good. Vimes, you good?
I'm good.
Well, I mean, honestly, the ghost doesn't matter as long as Mousy doesn't see you before he kills him. Before you kill him, he won't know if he. I mean, if Mousy doesn't know, if it doesn't see your faces before you murder him, he won't know it's you. Like he's not.
Yeah.
So.
So anyway, Mousy live in old cold building. Turn fancy loft in gentrification. So in old cold building, I know I used to work there as orphan. They used to have cold children. You know cold children, yes?
Not personally.
It's like dumbwaiter made of children climbing up and down elaborate ladders in house to carry things from place to place.
No, I come from a good family. I don't.
No, it's much cheaper. It's much cheaper than installing pulley system because children do for food. And they crawl up and down coal houses delivering goods. But they keep these because they're foundational, because that's also what they use as exhaust from boiler and furnace. So yes, it all doubles them chimney. We crawl through this and then stab him.
I mean, that seems like a pretty straightforward job for us.
Yeah, crawl through haunted child tunnels of soot. Yep, man, leave. It's very good.
This is just like when we climbed through the sewer tunnels last time.
Went great. So, Vimes, are you ready to crawl through tunnel?
Let's do it.
Okay, so engagement roll. So it sounds like the infiltration, and it's the point of entry. So we're going to say where the child tunnels, like where you can access the child tunnels.
Yep.
And so this is still Scurlock. He's a higher.
You and I would have loved Victorian England. Just,
yeah. All right.
Little chimney sweeps everywhere.
So this is going to be a risky roll. Where do these child tunnels intersect with outside the building? Like where are you entering in from? Is there like a thin wall you can knock through?
They had huge furnaces for the manufactories.
Mm-hmm.
And they doubled as exhaust. So if you can get into the huge outdoor coal furnaces that powered the plant, you can get into the tunnels because that's what they use to vent smoke.
So you need to get into that manufacturing area, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So are you going through the front door? Are you going busting through a wall? Are you tricking people on your way in? I would say it's still being used.
I don't know. I'm just imagining the man-sized furnace from Prince of Darkness. So.
Oh, okay.
I just want us to crawl inside one of those.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So
why would you put that in a movie and not have someone go inside it?
Oh yeah. Of
a film.
So you're outside the building. There is an exterior access to it where they would pour coal in from the outside, and you can just open that up and crawl in, because why would you crawl into a furnace willingly? That's sort of the security. So that is the thing that Mousy's security people have overlooked. They didn't think that somebody would do this. Now you do. One of the furnaces is active, one is not, and so obviously it's easy to tell because the one is the exterior is really hot and one is cold. But there would be at least one person in there. So this would be a prowl check to sneak through there. And get in to where you can deal with because otherwise they can just close the furnace up on you and turn it on. So that's gonna be really bad if you get a total failure. But which
of you won't go?
I will go.
All right. So this would be a risky prowl roll.
I will not go.
I help you. I'm way.
You could. Well, prowl is trying to be that quiet. You could also do finesse to do it fast before the person realizes what that sound is.
Again,
okay.
I have neither of those.
Okay.
At all. So never mind.
I've got them.
You prowl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I assist because I know the layout?
Yeah.
All right. So I'll just grab Vimes' hands. Okay. You turn this hand twice. Then you turn no hand through next two, then this hand once, then this hand twice, this once more, go straight 3, and you there.
Vimes, you're gonna die.
No, it's okay. Like if anybody tries to talk to me, I can just say that I am a city furnace inspector.
Oh,
I
yeah,
told
go
him
for it.
directions. I told him this hand twice.
No, I heard. No, we
This
heard.
is he has
I've
no direction.
committed it to memory. Yeah, it's going to be fine.
You'll be
Yes.
better off just winging it, honestly.
All right.
All right.
Anyway, I've given a stress to assist.
Awesome.
All right, a
That's
failure. So yeah, you start shimmying through there, and yeah, the door, the furnace door, which was open, is now closed. Someone heard you. So, and you can hear the machinery starting to whir. The furnace is starting to turn on. So you could double back and escape, in which case you're gonna have to just bust in through the front door. He might not know what you are. He might think you're a rat that crawled in or something. But he definitely heard you and is turning the furnace on to, kill you.
Hey,
Or
it didn't kill you. It doesn't kill you instantly.
No,
all right?
no,
There
it's-
were
no,
many children that crawled through those.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like I'm a frog that is also being.
It takes a while for it's an old furnace. It takes a while for it to kick on. So you got some time. So you could also try and force your way through that furnace door. It's an old furnace door. So
I'm gonna use sway as command. Actually,
okay. What are you saying?
literally what I said. I am a licensed and bonded Duskfall City furnace inspector. My tour today has already been filed in the main office. If I don't come back, you're gonna have ghost wardens and the city furnace bureaucracy come down on your ass.
Okay, I'm gonna say this is
You're
desperate.
trying to Brazil him.
I am definitely gonna say this is a desperate roll. So
Yeah, but I succeed.
yeah, you
So
succeed.
fuck that.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Yes.
Oh no! Ah! He flings open the door and drags you out, and so you're thrown onto the ground, coughing and sputtering.
I'm gonna pull out my prepared. I prepared this because I have documents. My furnace inspection work order.
Well, why didn't you say so? You could have just knocked on the door there. I would have let you in.
I did once you closed it.
No, I mean
This furnace is not scheduled to be fired today.
No.
What are you up to?
Well, I thought you were a rat. The rats sometimes get in.
Oh yeah. I'm an order of magnitude larger than a rat.
I
Clearly,
can't.
we
It's
make
all
the
just
same kind of
clanging
stuff.
sounds. I can't hear it from in there that well. I also don't hear very well.
All right.
But no, there's a
Yeah,
person door right there that's locked up. I'd call a guard down and he'd open
Am I
it
a
up for me.
person door inspector? No, I'm a furnace inspector. I needed to inspect the goddamn furnace.
Well, you should have told me.
Now you know.
Here, I'll turn the furnace off. He started.
Lovely.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, the whole move there is just to keep him back-footed by continuing to baffle him, like push the idea of bureaucracy like at him at every turn.
Okay, so
The idea of data is con men.
yeah. So Bill, how you
That's
gonna?
a kind of-
Yeah. So how are you gonna deal with this old furnace? The old furnace guy. He is in order to secure your comrades. Are you just gonna keep distracting them so they can crawl through, or are you gonna just like hold them hostage or take them out?
Yeah, pretty much. If he doesn't, what I'm going to do is since I've started this legend, I am going to. Okay, remember the one of the few bits of Holy Grail that is still funny is Roger Shrubber, and how he starts talking about how life is also hard for shrubbers. So I'm going to, since this man is already established that he doesn't hear well, I'm going to make sure I stand such that his line of sight is away from the furnace, and I am going to inveigle him loudly about essentially the other bit here is, have you seen the video that was making the rounds recently of the union guy in a New York City meeting back in the 50s?
Yeah.
So I am going to loudly talk about city politics to him from a labor level.
Yeah.
That'll show him.
Yeah. With that, you don't even have to roll. The two of you can crawl in through that because he doesn't hear. And Vimes is very good at his job at distracting the guys. So Flake and Salty, you both shimmy in through the furnace.
Now, me, I'm a Furnace Inspector Grade 3, but you stay on the job 5 more years, you get Furnace Inspector Grade 4. That's
I did not see it going this way.
So
Salty.
now what are you going to do with the guy? Because you can't definitely not, you can't enter the build, get to the child tunnels without him seeing, because it's like, you're in a room. The child tunnels are over there, but
So who is this guy?
He's just a maintenance guy. He's just the guy who runs the furnaces for the building, and keeps it warm and stuff like that. So he fixes.
Should we just pretend like we're assistants to him? Hey, boss. One of the other tunnels in there, one of the other pipes. We got a real issue in there.
What?
All right.
What?
Be sure that these are my assistants. They're Furnace Inspector Grade 2s. They're working as my journeymen. Here's a Form 38C. Take it with you. Go fill it out as you inspect.
Hey, what's your name? What's your name, good sir? Sorry, I didn't mean to bother you.
Philippe.
Hey, Philippe, come in here. Look in here and real quick. Get a look inside this pipe. I want to show you something.
All right.
There's something you need to be aware of. Okay.
Yeah. He starts looking.
All right. Flake. That's why I signaled you to slam the door on his head over and over and over again until he no longer has a head.
Damn. All right. Yeah, Flake.
Do it.
Yeah. I just smack him unconscious. Yeah.
All right.
No. I want his head gone.
Okay. All right. Well, I can do that too.
All right.
And then we put his body. I pick up his body, put it in the furnace, and then turn the furnace on.
I mean,
that body's not a problem anymore.
No witnesses.
Yeah, it's cremated already. So yeah,
Flake like kind of rubs a rag over his head. Mr. Salty, I just want to say, I'm so proud work for you. You're best boss I ever had. Yes. So proud work for you,
no
son.
Witnesses. Yeah. if he isn't alive and there's no ghost, he can't tell Scurlock what your faces look like.
Exactly.
Yeah, fair.
Just gonna tap Vimes on the shoulder. That's why he boss man,
It's
That's
true.
It's smart thinking like that.
All right, so you have access to the child tunnels now. So
a phrase that I never wanted to hear.
I was just they used small children for every task back then.
Oh,
man.
sure.
Really good at it.
Yeah.
It was like the Dickensian era was like the real world Flintstones. Like every appliance was actually a living enslaved being.
Yeah.
That's just how capitalism did it back then, man.
Yep. So
it worked.
It worked.
Yeah, you can't argue with those results. So the Flake, you haven't looked at these tunnels in a long time, and they're a lot smaller than they used to be, especially for you. So it's definitely going to be some kind of roll to go through them without breaking things or without dislocating your shoulders or something. Because you're a thick boy now. You don't fit as well. So yeah,
that's not great. How many guards are there in this place?
You don't. I would say there's at least 3 that you've seen.
All right. Using Flake vision.
Mm-hmm.
Keep in mind that he is reckless, unstable, and vicious.
Mm-hmm.
Does he think he could kill these 3 guys quietly?
If they were isolated, like one at a time, yeah.
Does he think he can solid snake this?
Yeah. Yeah. You just have to make your rolls. You'd have to make some kind of roll to find them, and then another roll to kill each one.
Yeah, I'm just saying everyone dying is scarier than just Mousy dying.
Sure.
So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna go all Brock Samson through the house.
Okay.
Unless anybody wants to stop me or join me.
I'll join you.
Yeah.
Wait, one thing first, Flake. Here.
Yeah.
Come here. Warpaint.
Uh-huh. Yes. What?
If we're worried about somebody recognizing you, the first step is to not be recognizable.
Yes.
All right.
All right. So I'm
How
gonna,
I do this?
just hold still. Let me do my work. So I'm going to deploy disguise kit to. I mean, like as you say, Flake's a big old boy. It's going to be a little bit difficult to not make him.
So now we're just turning this into the
unrecognizable.
Strangers, and they're being haunted by a guy in a kabuki.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I
Okay.
figure if we can at least cover up the rash,
Mhm.
like that's gonna.
Yeah.
You know, there are other big dudes in the town.
Yeah. There's quite a few actually. There's a thriving industry in leg breaking and murder. For
Now you
hire.
do Mr. Salty?
Yeah. There's less
You
of a
get
risk
face
there,
paint
but
too?
yeah.
Yeah. You can all get masked with your disguise kit.
Yes. With the
And like
pretty.
full body covering, so you're they won't know who you are. And as long as you don't talk, they don't hear your voices, they won't be able to identify you. So
I imagine we're all fairly soot covered as well currently.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are probably.
Yeah.
Soaked in soot.
So that's terrifying alone, just a dude covered in soot running through a house murdering people.
Mhm.
With white face paint.
Yeah, with wife. Jesus.
Yeah.
Come on, Mr. Salty, go. We look pretty for work. Yeah.
Well, probably not even face paint, probably just full masks. Yeah, like what was it, The Strangers or that home invasion movie where they're all wearing
Oh
animal
yeah, that
masks?
fucking movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, we arise through the house like nightmares. Yeah, that's my plan.
Okay.
Let's go.
So it would be a hunt check to hunt one down. And risky.
Could it be prowl to like wait and lure?
Yeah. Prowl. I'd allow prowl. That'd still be risky though.
All right, I will.
Or I've
prowl.
got 2 in hunt, depending on. I know you've got a fairly good
survey
call.
be-
Hey,
Used?
it's efficient to battery, so I'll battery you and you battery me, Baz.
And,
There you go.
yeah, can you use survey?
Survey would be like listening and sort of figuring out where people are. That would
All
be
right, but yeah, you assist
that would
my
be
prowl
lesser
check,
if
and then I'll assist your scouting
you have a
check.
bad
Yeah.
position because you're in the basement essentially. So you would not even with a full success you wouldn't get a lot of information. But I would say that's controlled because you're in the
Okay.
basement. So
Yeah, so survey first. That's
All right,
useful.
1 second.
yeah.
You throwing me a point?
Yeah. I'll add a die.
6.
There's definitely a guy right above you, and only one guy right above you. So probably if you go up the stairs or go up the child tunnel one level, you will see a dude, but that's all you can tell from the basement.
Is there a wooden floor
What?
above us?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Can Flake, do you think you could smash that floor and drag someone down?
Well, I mean that's probably not.
That's going to be loud.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to be a stealth job anymore. So
Fine.
you can go up the stairs, or you can go up the child tunnel.
Can I make a?
Can I you go up child tunnel and then I'll go up the stairs while he's distracted?
I have an idea.
Mhm.
Okay, you have an idea. Go for it.
Could I use a sway roll? Hear me out. To impersonate the guy that was down here in the basement to get the attention of the guy that's above us.
Yeah, I would say that's a desperate roll though, because he knows that guy pretty well. So if you get even a partial success, he's going to know he'll be, if you get a partial success, he'll be very suspicious. If you fail, he'll know, like the consequences. It would be, you can try, but it would be desperate.
Hey,
The only
so-
Yeah.
If you're doing that on Sway, I mean, I can take point if you can toss me a point, and that'll
Yeah.
be 4 dice.
I'm just saying the goal is to get him down here.
Mm-hmm.
That way we don't have to kill him up there.
All right. Even for all of that, I only found a 5, but
Okay. Partial. So yeah, he says, sure, I'll come right down. And you don't hear him for a second. In fact, you stop hearing him.
places, people. The show's about to start.
Everyone hide.
All right. Each of you give me a survey check. Just and
Ugh, I'm very bad at that. What do you do if you have a 0?
roll 2d6 and take their worst.
lower.
Can I push myself for?
You sure can.
That's 2, right?
No,
Or can someone
it's
battery
too
me?
stressed. No, they can't because they're doing it too.
Okay.
I got a 6.
Okay. So
I pushed myself then.
okay, well then I'll just roll 1d6 for you. You still failed.
Fuck.
Yep. So those, let's see. So you got a full success, Salty?
Yes, I did.
He's open. He must have jumped, because you're in the basement. He's on the first floor. He must have gone out the window and then come around to the side security door in the alley, and is unlocking it quietly. But you have a shot on it. So you guess he thought the guy was being held hostage, like he was under duress or something. So he still thought it was the basement guy, and he hasn't alerted the others. He just went down to figure out what the fuck's going on. But Vimes, you got a partial, so you'll get to act after Salty. But Salty, you get the drop on him. He is opening up the side steel security door with a pistol drawn. But he doesn't notice you yet. So you can.
And is there still the guy on the stairs above us?
No, that is the guy on the stairs.
That is the guy. Okay.
Yeah. It was a desperate roll. So like even a partial was not. Yeah. So you did lure him down there, but in a really bad way. So if you take care of this guy quietly, Salty, you're still good to go. But he has a pistol, which is loud and could alert others. So
I position myself to be hidden so he walks past me when he comes in.
Mm-hmm.
And then as he comes in, I'm sure he sees one of us. He probably sees Flake.
He won't see you. You don't know if he'll see anyone else or not. That I want to know what you're doing first, because you fully succeeded on your survey check.
Okay, I'm letting him walk past me, and then I'm going to come up and hold a knife to his throat and tell him to be quiet.
Is that going to be a command?
Yes.
Okay. This is a risky command.
Anyone want to help me command?
You cannot get help at this.
I'm pretty scary looking.
No, because you didn't make your survey check. That's why you can't.
Okay.
I did.
Well, no, you got a partial, so
Right.
I will spend stress.
All right.
A 5.
Okay, so here's what happened. So Vimes, you were close and you realize it, but you're in a bad position. So he sees you and puts the pistol to you, but he doesn't move. But you do manage to get the knife to his throat, Salty. So basically, you're in a standoff situation. He's got a clear shot on you, Vimes. Actually, no. Well, you got a partial, so actually you got cover. So he gets a clear shot on Flake, but it's like a really desperate.
Look here, friend.
Yeah, so Flake is been held at gunpoint, and it's like aimed at your head, Flake. It's gonna be really bad if you get hit.
Look here. That gun you're holding, that ain't gonna be enough. This knife I'm holding, though, it's gonna get the job done. You ain't gonna drop him with that, trust me.
No. I'm already dead, but I'll maybe I'll kill one of your friends, maybe I won't, but my friends above stairs will, and they'll come and get you.
I mean, we could play
Look,
it that way.
You take the knife off my throat, and then I'll back out, and then I'll raise the alarm, but we won't have time to. You'll still have time to retreat. I'll leave this door
in the
open.
middle of him talking. I just fucking Pez dispenser him.
All right. Well, this is going to be a desperate skirmish.
Like a double success there would be great.
Yeah, this is going to be a desperate skirmish check.
I'll burn some more stress for that.
Yep.
Can I?
Jesus Christ!
That position. Wait a second.
Wait. Yeah, you can. Because both of you are aware of this, and Vimes, you are in a partial success, so you actually could spend a stress to add a die to that, and so you can roll one more d6.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run across his line of fire, as quietly as possible. Just
2 partials.
Yeah, it's still a partial. So you do kill him, and his shot is not instantly fatal on Flake. So Flake, you can burn armor if you want to absorb that shot.
I will.
Or make a resistance check.
Well, it's
I
one
got
of
2 points of armor. That's fine.
Yeah. So
I basically could wear heavy armor because I'm so fat at this point.
Yeah. All right. So the pistol shot. Now the thing is, you're in the basement. You don't know where the other two are. The other 2 guards and Mousy are. So
I have an idea. Everyone have an idea. Flake, put the body in the furnace.
Okay.
Take his key to the security door. We're going to go out into the alleyway. We're going to go hide. But now we have an entrance in that doesn't involve going through a fucking furnace tunnel.
Okay, cool.
Then we leave and we just act like nothing happened for a second. And then we just reset the whole fucking thing.
So wait, your plan is to reset the video game AI? Like, wonder where he went.
Yep,
Why does it smell like meat in here?
Yeah, it's not going to be that simple, Salty. Like,
it's pretty much our only option right now.
well, you could rush it and kill them.
Oh no, we're
yeah.
Flake knows we've gone loud. He's just booking up the stairs to find one.
Okay, well, I'm throwing the body in the furnace.
All right, with a contingency in case we were.
Like it's still Victorian times, and they're in a fucking coal district, so it's going to take a while for them to get to help. Just don't let them get to help.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, Flake, give me a finesse check to get up those stairs as quickly as possible and find the next guy.
Oh God, can I sneak?
I mean, that is an option. That is slower though, so it's going to have less efficiency.
Can I skirmish? Can I just gorilla ape myself through the halls?
You can't skirmish because it's not fighting. And
all right, I have no finesse.
Yeah,
so.
you're not built for speed. Weird.
I am not. Yeah.
What
I'm
is
just
it?
Going to
sneak?
I'm gonna have to go slower.
What? How many dice are you rolling?
3d6.
3d6. All right. So that's a partial. So you go up the stairs stealthily. What are you gonna do, Vimes? Salty is gonna throw the body in the furnace, so that's his action. What are you doing, Vimes?
You could coal tunnel to the third floor and attack from above.
Pretty much.
All right. Are you going stealthily or speedily?
Speedily.
All right. That is finesse.
No, it's not. It's sway.
Nice.
Power of positive thinking. What was I talking? Yeah. Burn that stress. That's fine.
Telling yourself you're a salamander.
Fine.
Oh, it didn't work.
Yeah, that was risky. I should have said that beforehand, so it wasn't desperate. So one of the guards hears you and is going to put a sword through the wall. He is also a very strong boy. And would try to kill you that way. So, yeah, you are very surprised when a sword comes through the wall. It misses you, but the follow-up's coming. So, are you going to drop down?
My pistol.
Yeah. All right.
Shot.
All right. That would be skirmish.
Yeah.
It's just the Matrix now. Just
yeah. All right. This is a risky skirmish.
I'm gonna check off skirmish. I mean, I thought ranged was usually hunt.
Oh yeah, you could use hunt. Yeah.
Yeah, range is hunt.
So I'm actually going to check off a large weapon since we're going loud. I had a contingency for loud, and it's basically a pistol blunderbuss.
Fuck yeah.
I want to finish this quickly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, found a 5.
All right, you blow a hole in him, but he gets a shot off. So give me a resistance check, or spend armor. For a level 2 harm.
I'll take 1.
All right. Yeah, nearly misses you. So the second guard, you got a partial on your stealth check, right, Flake?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the third guard, knows someone's on the stairwell but doesn't have a fix. So he's at one flight above you. You're on the second floor. He's on the top of the third, so you can hear him, but you have no idea what he's armed with or what he's doing. So and he doesn't know what he knows approximately that someone's coming up the stairs, or he's paranoid. So
he's above me.
Yeah, he's above you,
and it's still a wooden floor.
Yeah,
fuck it. We already went loud. I'm gonna just come through the fucking floor at him. Just
all right.
wreck. Yeah.
All right, just try and explode your way through the floor.
I'm going to spend 2 and not to be trifled with to get extra effect.
Okay,
As I
that'll
just,
just make it risky then instead of desperate, because
Eat him like the shark from Deep Blue Sea.
or a graboid
is my plan.
Yeah.
So I got 3d6 in that.
Okay. Partial. All right. So he gets a knife into you before you kill him. So go ahead and give me a resistance check or spend armor.
I can do that. 3d6 again.
All right.
One way or another.
Oh wait, yeah, I got armor, but I got 6.
Yeah. So the knife barely misses you, and you're like, whatever. All right. And so you. Now
I'm going straight for Mousie's room.
Yeah. Mousy is there is a bedroom door. It is closed and locked. So that would be Wreck to knock it down, obviously.
Is there a prowl option? Like the roof, a skylight, or a...
No, you guys were loud enough that he had time to lock the door.
All right, fuck, I'll just tear it open.
Okay.
I'm still in the scene, and I spent my die, so...
Okay, yeah.
3d6 again.
Partial. You punch a hole in the wall. He gets a shot at you, but misses. But he has abrasive pistols. So you can make ranged attacks on him now, but you can't. You'd have to make another check to get in. But at this point, Flake, Salty, sorry. You throw the body in. You hear shooting upstairs and violence. What are you going to do?
Going to go upstairs and start casually walking through the hallways to find my way. Do I come across anyone on my way?
Vimes, you find Vimes first. There's a big hole in where the child tunnel is, and a dead guard in front of it. Vimes, I assume where you kept climbing up the child tunnel.
Yep.
All right, so yeah, you can hear him scrabbling up. Then you get to the third floor. You see the dead guard and a big hole in the ground in the floor. And you're just in time to see Flake rip off part of the door, and then get shot at, and he ducks out of the way. So it sounds like Mousie's holed up in the bedroom, but the door isn't fully busted in yet. So you could rush over and take a shot at him, or you could wait to see what Flake does. Vimes, you'll be there after Flake, after Salty acts.
I haven't seen any housekeepers or anything, right?
No, you haven't seen. You've just seen the 2 dead guards.
And the maintenance worker.
And the maintenance worker. If there are any housekeepers or anything, they're hiding in other rooms. You've all stuck to basically the central stairwell.
Yeah.
There are other rooms in this building. But,
as long as they don't see and recognize us, we're fine.
Yeah. But, yeah.
I don't know if Salty wants to take that chance. Salty might go hunting.
Okay, so you're Salty's gonna just search the building to see if there are any other witnesses.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Flake will continue tearing at the door like a bear.
All right, Salty, give me a roll for that as you prowl the building, or hunt, or run through the building.
2 3s.
Well, if there was anybody, you don't find them. So Vimes, you managed to get to the top floor. Like I said, you can see Flake has just ripped off part of the door. And what are you going to do?
I'm gonna reload and cover Flake.
Okay. Are you actually going to shoot through the door, or are you shoot through the hole in the door, or are you going to let Flake finish tearing the door off?
What if anything can I see through the hole in the door at this point?
Yeah, you can see Mousy. He took a shot at Flake. Basically, Flake tore a fist-size hole in the door. So, it's big enough to see, and it's Flake's fist size. So, it's big enough to see Mousy and shove a gun through and pull the trigger.
Flake, how you doing on stress there, buddy?
I got 2 left.
Can you give me 1?
I can, but we better end this quick.
I still have, as big ass as one hand can handle gun.
Yeah.
At a couple points in hunt already. So
Yeah,
there
sure.
we
Gave you a
go.
stress.
Let's say, can I get
I'm
a devil's
throwing
bargain
parts of the
him
door
taking
at
a
him.
shot on me?
Yeah.
Like, can I get a devil's bargain of essentially a crossfire?
Yeah, definitely. It'll be a more aggravated hit on you.
Yeah. Cool. I'll take that.
Okay.
And there's a 6.
All right. This will be against a level 3 harm.
That's why I still had load for armor.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, your armor took it, but it would have hit you right in the heart. But you do kill Mousy. And he did not see your faces because you were all wearing masks. Good job. So, you did it. You can
Yeah,
escape.
I break in there. I jam the nail through his skull in the most obvious way possible. And then we get the fuck out.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah.
So, the 3 of you, escape. And I guess the next part is waiting to talk to Scurlock like a day later.
We gotta wait and make sure someone other than us finds it.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's pretty loud, so people show up pretty quickly after that.
Okay, so then we just can head straight to Scurlock then, I guess.
Okay. You could give it a day. You have just murdered Mousy and gotten away with it, and Scurlock will find out soon enough, and we can begin the next session with Scurlock finding out. So, or you telling
So,
him.
Rat Plan Part 2.
Yeah.
All right.
So, I forgot to roll entanglements last time, so let me roll that. Your heat is at 3. Well, it's still at 2 because you gained 1, but it was pretty stealthy. You did leave no witnesses. You did murder that maintenance guy. So,
Did we ever?
yeah.
Make sure to turn the furnace off so the place doesn't burn down by accident.
Yeah. Let's see here. The blue coats grab someone in the periphery of your crew. One player volunteers a friend or a vice purveyor that most likely to be taken. So, who wants to? Oh yeah. By the way, you've gained a total of I'll say 5 coins between these two things from your side business. So,
Can I give up one of my shrewd friends?
Yeah, sure. Well, what's your friend's name?
Jaren, the Blue Coat Archivist.
Oh, your contact?
Yay!
I'm giving him up because he did give us some insider information for a while back.
Are you going to pay off the blue coats for 1 coin, or are you going to let them?
Oh, they can fucking have them. I hate them.
All right, you gain 2 heat as he spills the beans on you, so you're now at 4 heat. So yeah, all right, that's fine. He is not too happy about it, so he tells them everything he can about you. But yeah, I assume everybody's going to indulge in vice. So go ahead, roll on that as we established earlier.
I actually don't have to. I did the last time and did pretty good.
Okay.
Do you have any traumas?
Do I have traumas? I have 2 traumas.
Yeah,
So
you
if
have to
you
indulge
don't
in vice, or
indulge,
you're going to
you
get
do.
more stressed out.
Wait 1 second. Oh yeah, that's fine. How much stress do you take for that?
You take equal to the number of traumas you have, so you
2?
would gain 2 if you don't do it. But I mean, like, unless you have 2 downtime activities, so you could just spend 1 on that.
Yeah, but I had relatively low stress, and I don't want to overindulge.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Okay. I have 2d6, so.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, keyboard don't work.
Yeah.
I really don't want to get down there and be a mechanic in the middle of the game.
2.
All right, guess I'll be doing that again.
Right, I'll roll that again for you. 5.
And I didn't overindulge. Good.
All right, good job.
I got a critical, and I forget what that does.
I don't think
that
it
just wipes it without overindulging.
I don't think it does. I think it just clear set. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about criticals. It just says.
I mean, I'm on 7. Can I?
Oh,
clear the
fine.
extra 1?
I'll give you the extra 1.
There he is.
Wow. All right.
Good. That's another half a time I can use sway to do something else.
Yeah. Use the power of positive thinking and bullshit to do whatever you want. It's a true American story of success.
So Rat Plan Part 2 next time?
Yeah. Basically, you will... well, I mean, it's just telling Scurlock that the silver nails...
and then telling the Leviathan hunters, and then stealing the thing from the Hive Vault. Like, yeah.
I mean,
well, the thing...
It's going to be 5 minutes of Aaron sputtering as we explain to him what happened.
Yeah, there's also that.
Oh, wait, telling the Leviathan hunters that Scurlock is vulnerable? Is that it, basically?
Yeah,
Okay.
and then while they're at it, we go for the thing. We get the power.
The soul engine. All right.
Yeah.
So just
then
so you know,
once you have it and you can hide it, you're a player now, and you can be reasoned with. Yeah.
Yeah. So the soul engine, by the way,
rather than just exploited,
it's the size of a train engine, and it's built into a tower in the neighborhood of Crowsfoot. So you have to go there, and you can command it. You know how to command it, but like, how the fuck you steal that? I'm going to leave that to your imagination, because
no, it's going to be some where in the world is Carmen Sandiego shit. I assure you.
Okay,
we're going to take the whole fucking monument with us.
Yeah.
Go out in a blaze.
And of course, the other job is that you probably want to do at some point is find out what the Leviathan hunters really are up to, because that's they why would they want the soul engine?
Well, I mean, that'll be a lot easier to do once we have the soul engine, and they have to talk to us about it. Yeah.
All right. But that ends this session. Questions, comments, suggestions. I think everybody had fun, especially with all the old corpse gambit.
Hey, if we have a specialty, it is corpse related cons. Yeah,
you are pretty good at that. Yeah.
By the way, I did notice when you snuck in there earlier that had we gone for the noble woman, she would have been indeed an exquisite corpse.
Hey-o. Yeah, I just want to give you guys options for collaborative stuff. So, all right. Well, we'll talk to you all later. Bye.
Bye.